sandwich to sandwich combat. This is war right now.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? For First We Feast, I'm Sean Evans, coming at you from Lower Manhattan, where I'm joined by a familiar face, Action Bronson, back in the building.
How are you, sir?
I'm feeling so good. You've been a busy guy. Blue Chip 7000 is out now. Viceland, fuck, that's delicious, you already know. And speaking of, he has a cookbook of the same name, an annotated guide to eating well, out September 12th. And that's why we're back at Mile End. It's another good old-fashioned kitchen throwdown. This time it's Sandwich Stack versus Sandwich Stack. Sean Evans versus Action Bronson. May the best man win. Bam Bam, ready to get it going?
Let's go.
Let's go. I have to ask, because I'm sure you have a strong opinion. What makes the perfect sandwich?
It's the bread, it's the meat, it's the thing that goes on it, it's the little slather that makes everything moist. It's the hint of this, it's a little touch of that. It's all over the place. There's really no one way to make a sandwich. It's whatever makes you feel good.
All right, well, what are you gonna be making today?
I'm gonna be making a recipe out of my book.
Naturally.
And I'm gonna make a chicharrón sandwich with just straight up pork belly that's smoked. I'm gonna make a marmalade of jalapenos, blackberries, and raspberries. Some robiola bocina cheese for the creaminess.
You can't go wrong there.
You have a shot. You have a puncher's chance.
All right, good.
You just never know what's gonna happen. That's the beauty of fights.
And that's the beauty of sandwich-offs.
Oh. It's the beauty of hand-to-hand combat. You never know what's gonna happen. Sandwich to sandwich combat. This is war right now. I'm gonna slice up the jalapenos now to make this raspberry, blackberry, just summerberry jalapeno chutney marmalade type of deal.
I like that, a little heat with the sweetness.
Heat and sweet, that's what it's all about. Always keep the seeds in. I don't know why anyone want to take the seeds out. It's like, that's what the flavor is. That's where you get all the heat. I want to taste that. You ever had robiola bocina?
I'm so excited, I have not.
Because look how creamy that is. See that?
Damn.
Take a little slab of this. Tell me what you think.
Luxurious.
It's ridiculous.
You know, in the same way that you layer flavors, you layer textures too. Am I right, Action?
Exactly.
Raspberries in.
Raspberries down. Blackberries down. That's about 1/3 of a cup of sugar. Some salt. You don't want it to be too sugary. A little more salt. Now we just let it chill. And those fruits are gonna let those juices out, and it's gonna get soft and create this syrup that's just gonna be a perfect little tart hint to this salty, scrumptious bacon with this fucking cheese. Now onto this slab bacon. So now we're just gonna make little dientes in this. It's kind of like when you go to a Colombian bakery in the morning, you could get a big piece of chicharrón. You just eat that for breakfast, you know? Doesn't really need any oil.
Just pop it on the griddle.
Yeah, it's bacon. There's gonna be so much fat that comes off that. Let's just let that rock. Look at it, Sean. See how, just quickly, didn't even do much.
Yeah, you can just kind of just spin the spoon and it'll start to work it down.
Go. That salt makes everything extract, that heat. Now we just need it all to meld together to become this unbelievable thing. To fucking beat you. Just for a little bit more luxuriousness, a little mayo.
Little mayo on it.
I'm even gonna go with some fresh sliced jalapeno too, but the ends.
What's special about the ends?
I don't know, it's just left over, so I said fuck it. Marona me.
All right, well, it looks like a formidable opponent for sure.
I hope it fucking
G-Pen
tastes
coming
good.
out, so I know you're serious about it. I'm gonna go with the challah bread. I'm gonna go with some melted Swiss. I'm gonna go with turkey. I'm gonna go with some fried salami. I'm just gonna throw some salami on the griddle.
You
and
had
then,
me at salami. But
What
you
am I-
need something to give it a little oomph.
What about some hot sauce and maybe some maple syrup? How do you think that'll?
That's interesting. Hot sauce and maple syrup works well.
And then, wild card, I'm gonna reach up the sleeve and pull out an ace. I'm gonna drop some fries and then just put that on top.
Are you Primanti brothering me?
Am I crossing a line
Are you
here? I
Primanti
am.
brothering
I'm taking
me?
it to Pittsburgh.
I can't
I'm taking
believe
it
you
to
did
Pittsburgh.
that. That's why you go second, huh? Shit.
I want to make sure, yeah. I want to see how high you
I want to
jump.
put fries in mine too. I think that griddle's hot enough here, right? Still
Toss
got
some
some
salami.
residual.
Toss
Still
some-
got some residual bacon grease on it if you want that.
That's my other strategy. That's my other move. I'm grabbing the things that you leave behind. I'm putting them all in my
Oh
sandwich.
man, salami on the griddle.
Salami on the griddle.
You should drop the fry now. I'll get the salami off for you. Damn, yo, I'm nervous. I'm a little nervous.
Heart beating a little bit.
I just laced your bread. I just laced your bread with some of that salami fat.
I feel like you're helping me across the finish line.
No,
here.
no, it's a collaboration.
It's a collab.
But you're gonna win. Those are good, those are good, those are good. Pop them out. Instantly. Instant salt.
Little salt action, little bowl toss. All right,
Damn,
here
my
we go.
shit melted up, dogs. Ooh,
That's a beautiful
that
cross
looks
section.
gorgeous.
These are fresh. It's time to take it to the judge, and we have a pretty special judge.
I think so.
Your little cross section action. I've got 4s, ready to go.
Why don't
right.
you fucking leave one piece for us? You know what
That's
I
the move.
mean?
I'm gonna keep this
That'll
behind.
be us. We'll
I'm
split
leaving
that
this
piece.
behind.
Yeah,
Yeah,
something happened to that.
to the judges table.
To the judges' table, man.
Here we are at the judges' table, and anything can happen when you're having a sandwich throwdown. So we have a very special surprise guest judge. Mario Batali's here.
I was just walking down the street.
He was just
Some
walking
These
down the
people
street.
accosted me.
That's what happens. That's what
Nice.
happens when
All
you're
right.
having the kitchen throwdown. So, Action, do you want to start?
Yeah, I'll start.
Okay.
So this is a chicharrón in a Colombian style. You know when you go in the morning to the bakery, the Colombian bakeries, they have a big piece of chicharrón pork belly.
Yes.
That's that on bread.
Okay.
With a slice of robiola bocina for the creaminess.
The robiola bocina is not served in that bakery.
No,
This is
definitely
from the
not.
twisted mind of Bronson himself.
Exactly.
All right.
And then I made a little bit of a marmalade type of hot sauce with some jalapenos, blackberries, and raspberries since we are in season.
You're so regional.
Thank you very much.
Seasonal. You're
Seasonal,
the Alice
regional.
Waters of
Wow.
large rappers that are white. Fantastic.
Well, where do you think I learned it?
I
learned to eat regionally and seasonally from you, sir.
Fantastic, fantastic.
And then I used some sliced raw jalapeno to add a little oomph at the end. I
That
only
makes me
toasted
happy.
one side. That's the underbelly of the bread.
Okay.
For what reason, I'm not sure, but I
Okay.
thought it was a thing.
Thanks. That's what we call commitment.
Yeah, you
That
just committed, man.
that was a big league bite right there.
Pork's nice. The robiola is part of my heartstrings.
I know how to tug it down.
The blackberries remind me of my childhood.
We're looking good.
You're looking really, really good.
Do you get the jalapeno at all? The fresh? And
You know what? I needed another one.
Okay. Maybe they weren't as pungent, huh? But
I could take a little more kick.
Little
But
more
you know
kick.
what?
You're right. No, you're right.
Sometimes it doesn't always have to smack you in the face.
Yeah.
You know what I might say about that sandwich? Fuck, that's delicious.
Oh,
on.
there we go.
All right.
Mario, we have the challah bread.
We're in a place called
Swiss.
Mile End. Do they approve that you call it challah?
Challah bread. Challah bread.
All right.
And then we have some melted Swiss. We threw some salami on the griddle, piled up some turkey, little mayo, and then here's where we go off the beaten path a little bit. We went with some Primanti Brothers style fries on top, and then we went with a little bit of tapatio and then some maple syrup just to go there, to
Right?
go there.
I can't help but notice that 1/4 of my sandwich is missing.
Me and Action wanted to save a
Did
little
you
bit.
taste
We
it?
wanted to save a little bit.
All right.
It's a good fucking sandwich, I already know.
The toasting is a little better here.
He put the toast on the actual proper side.
The turkey is beautifully seasoned. Wherever you got the turkey is fantastic. The fries have created something truly trashy that I like.
Oh, I was gonna say in a good way.
No, in a fantastic way. These are two fantastic sandwiches.
You have to crown a champion.
And let me just get the details here. This is your show, and he's a guest.
Fuck me.
Well, for that reason alone,
Oh, nod to action.
Yes.
Nod to action. Nod
Yes.
to action. They're in cahoots. They're in cahoots.
But I have to
Yes.
say,
I thought you were gonna win.
I have to say, I would be very happy to eat either of these sandwiches, breakfast, lunch, dinner, late night, and either of you could be naked in the scene. And it wouldn't bother me because all I would see was the sandwich. It wouldn't bother me at all.
High praise. And you know what? If you want to learn how to make a sandwich like this yourself, you know what to do. Fuck That's Delicious, the cookbook, September 12th. Mario, thank you for joining
Thanks
me.
for having me.
Action. Always a
Yes,
pleasure,
sir.
my man.
Thank you very much,
My
sir.
pleasure.
That was
I'll
amazing.
take the 50
You're
later.
The best.
Sean Evans from First We Feast, Mario Batali, Action Bronson. We're at Mile End having a good old fashioned kitchen throwdown. It's Sandwich Off 2017. Look for it on First We Feast.
Thank you.